Welcome to PGC YouTube, Part to Season 1, Workshop 2023.
There are a couple of things. First, we learned about the correct way of naming a mutation, yes? We don't say blue, we don't say yellow. We can in layman's way, but the official way we learned it. We also learned about when I look at a bird, I understand what does the green in the back means, what does the yellow in the belly means, what does the white in the lower tail coverts mean, and so on. We also looked at the impact of missing pigmentations from one mutation to the other. Tamam? And we saw the pastils as examples. And then finally we had a look at the mutations, their inheritance. Are they six-linked? Are they autosomal? And I explained to you a little bit about what is also autosomal and so on. And then we covered the the green back mutations. Now, over the next maybe 15-20 minutes, I'd like to go through the blue series. We will run through some questions and answers so we all can think together loudly. And then we talk about the next show that we have up, whether it's tomorrow or the online show as well. So, in blue series, the big question is, you asked me about aqua, people ask me about sea green. So I'll start with the aqua. The official name, be it aqua, also known as turquoise. These two are the same. There has been some work that went on by the COE Federation in Spain. Several breeders came together to come up with the result. So we did a research, and I, one of them. So we all came together because we also were confused. What is aqua? What is sea green? We don't understand all of this because names get hit at us, and then when you dig, you don't get the truth. So we came up with this report, and I'm sharing you with the juice of the report. So I hope that everybody from this will understand what is aqua. Now, let's have a look very quickly, and there is no better way of simplifying the complex. To the left side, we have a classic bird, and in this pictorial, we are trying to show you what? Not just the belly feather color, but also the belly skin color and the belly fat color. Classic bird. Next, aqua. What happened? The yellow, super strong, diluted by maybe 80–90%. What happened? Became cream. Pastel, very similar, not too far away. Last, blue, normal green, normal blue. In between, you have these guys. Just by looking at what? The feather. Now look at the fat. The skin color is dark. Fat is fat. We all know that. It's like white. The skin color is dark. What happened to the skin color? Pale. Skin color, similar. Skin color, similar. Aqua, just by looking at this, lives a lot on the blue, classic blue pigmentation. You could clearly see on the abdomen. Classic is very far away. All these three closer to each other. So almost like one family with the classic blue. See the classic green? Very different. Yeah? This is observation number one. Number two. When I look at, let's say, a redhead bird, in this case, we have the normal blue and we have the aqua blue. What's the difference in back? Similar. Not same, similar. Look carefully. Blue, greenish blue. Turquoise. Turquoise. You know Fairuza? The ring Fairuza? Fairuza. Okay? Markings, not much different. It's the same. You have the aqua, you have the white, you have the black, same. Head, big difference. The secret is all here. And why this happens? Because in this area, the normal blue suppresses the lipochrome, cantaxanthine. The normal blue kills it. Aqua does nothing to do with it. Subhanallah, it comes to the head, it doesn't touch that color, leaves it. Then it becomes bright. You could see normal blue head, normal red head in the blue back and red head in the aqua. That's the primary difference in the aqua. And then the belly. This is normal blue, this is aqua, little bit yellow, not too much. Because in the blue, almost 90% of the yellow is gone, only 10% left, so you see the cream. In the aqua, it's between 70, no more, 70 to 80. Yeah.
My question is, like the classic bird have a red head and the aqua bird have a red head. Both are the same red or lighter than?
No. We will show another example. Just wait. So far, I'm teaching you on the back and on the belly. Okay, so just bear with me. Females, similar examples, but with females. Normal blue, aqua blue, both are red. Same principle applies. You can see the examples. Then pastel, and this is the joy. If you ask me, aqua is super nice. I have aqua in my room. It's so nice to look at. Even if the bird is not nice model, as a color, subhanallah, it's very harmonic. Very, very nice together, all together. And now when you talk pastel, especially if you can manage to find lilac breast with orange head, it becomes super, very beautiful to the eye. So here are examples. This is, for example, the blue impact. When you talk about pastel in the aqua, it looks like this. Yesterday somebody was saying silver. To the eye, this looks silver. So aqua pastel. There is no green, there is no blue. It's one aqua pastel. Khalas, when you say aqua pastel, this is it. Right? Here, normal green back pastel. Okay? And you have red, which is the pastel, and you have this. And in orange, it looks like that. So to answer your question, does this look like a pastel green to you? The red. Does it look like pastel green? No. There is a very big difference. One more slide to show the comparison. Bear with me. We have one example coming up next. Now, we talk about the other mutation, which people get confused with. Sea green or ivory. So, aqua, also known as turquoise. What is important for you to remember? This is the secret. This is the secret. Autosomal recessive, just like the blue. It must be visible in both parents for it to be visible in the chicks. Autosomal recessive. This is what took me maybe 1 year to understand by actually breeding. Because people are judging on without knowing. So then you breed 1, 2, 3 seasons, you understand the pattern. At always the belly is light. And to answer you, red, classic, red, aqua, bright. It's not the same. It's like salmon color, very rich. I have some video on my phone for one of my, no, not maroon. It's like salmon color, like like pink, but deep pink. Yeah, like deep pink, like that. Salmon.
Shocking pink.
So autosomal recessive. Autosomal recessive. That's the primary difference. And now we talk about sea green, and the way to differentiate the sea green is by looking at its inheritance. Totally different. This is now like Eno, sex-linked recessive. Father gives to daughter, split to sons. Mother gives a split to sons, nothing to daughters. This is the business here. First, the head. Very, very similar to aqua. Very similar to aqua. Not like normal classic bird. Vibrant. Similar to aqua. You cannot differentiate. This is not where you should look at. Next point. The belly. Much, much more yellow than aqua. Aqua, think of blue. Sea green, think of classic. This is closer to the classic, and aqua is closer to the blue. And this is why the inheritance of this bird is sex-linked recessive. Sex-linked, like the classic. The aqua is autosomal recessive, like the blue. You get the point? So there are, I've tried to simplify life now. So if I continue with further examples, I have basically two examples. And if I look at this bird, if I look at this bird and if I look at that bird, I notice one primary difference, which is basically that the back is very much lighter. See this? Normal back. Here it's much, much lighter. And of course, the head and everything else is the same as we have discussed. Now let's do a holistic comparison between aqua and sea green. And this was one added point of the research that we did. This research is many pages, but I'm just showing you the summary. First, when I look at the red head, over here and over here, which one is aqua, which one is sea green?
First one is sea green.
Right hand, left hand. Right hand is what?
Left sea green.
Right hand sea green.
And this one?
Aqua.
This one is the same as aqua.
Yalla guys, مع السلامة, I'm going.
Both are sea green. Okay, okay.
So where do we look at? What's the first one? What's the first thing to look at? Belly.
Belly.
All right. Which belly looks like blue? Blue bird.
Yes, like
So this is aqua. Which belly looks similar to classic? So this is sea green. Okay? Alhamdulillah. Number two, we looked at the bellies to start with, and we clearly noticed that when we are dealing with a classic, then we have here a comparison between sea green, and then we had pastel and pastel. Both of them are aqua. And then here was another comparison between sea green and turquoise. This is looking like sea green, this is looking like turquoise or aqua, and this is blue. The primary difference is in the belly, if you ask me. Because some birds, if you look at the structure, the back, if the father or the grandfather had a very bad green, he will confuse everybody, right? Why? Because the back is a combination. You have yellow, or you have pheomelanin, and you have the blue structure, and you had the black. It's a salad of multiple pigments coming together. So if one pigment is wrong, it will just falsely, to my eyes, falsely will guide me to another direction. But here is pure yellow. How bad can it be? Originally it is yellow. So immediately I can come and say this is aqua, this is sea green. Okay? The head, Very similar, but this is not a very great bird. Question?
I have a question.
Yeah, he was. I stopped him. Yeah, go ahead. He's first.
Sir, in case of purple breast, the back color should be darker than
Slightly. Yeah,
Slightly.
I'll show you a video that I have from my room. It's still the equation is the same. Think of it as if it's purple breast, blue bird. Still the belly is like this. Yes, sir.
Sir, these two birds are turquoise and blue in red.
This one.
These
Yes.
Then how should
Blue,
we relate-
turquoise.
How should we relate them in black heads? For,
Belly. Belly. Look at the stomach. Blackhead is blackhead. Will not change. No impact of turquoise on the blackhead. Blackhead, the turquoise or the aqua changes only the lipochrome. Black is melanin. Is another dimension. So when it's blackhead, you will not see a difference on the head. Your eyes should only look at the belly. Like blue male or blue female. Blackhead. Stays black. Yes.
Is there any pastel sea green exist?
Pastel sea green, good question. I have not seen any, and people did not report any. There is one good, very strong breeder in Spain. He is a pioneer from the older generation. His name is Manuel Ayla Serna. Manuel Ayla Serna. He is the one who gave us those photos, actually. Very nice gentleman. In 2021, he actually sponsored the prize for the world champion. So he has those birds, and he is the one who's breeding with this. So maybe you can find him on Facebook and ask him, do you have pastel sea green? Because it's not hard to get it. Shouldn't be difficult. You know, it's 6-length recessive. So
I have seen 2 to 3 birds were working like more yellowish back than what I say. I use silver bird for understanding all of us. With the same head, with the same breast, but the back color are slightly different. The yellowish tone, one bird is increased and the silver portion is decreased. So I thought that if we use aqua with split yellow back bird, could we get that bird which is silver back, and if we use sea green or sea green and with yellow back with non-carrier of blue, it will work like yellow back single factor?
never. Why? Because aqua is dominant to blue, recessive to green. So a yellow back bird, which is pastel green, is still stronger than aqua. That bird must be split to blue for you to get blue, as in blue pastel. It has to. But let's say it is a split to blue and you pair it with an aqua. The result will still be green. Split to aqua, maybe you will get chicks that look like this one.
Single factor.
Like this.
Yes.
You will get this.
This one.
It's not possible for you to get that.
For that.
Yeah, so this is possible. This is pastel aqua. His question was, have you seen pastel sea green? I have not. But what we have done in the judging sheets, there is no such thing as pastel sea green and pastel aqua. They become merged. It's very difficult to your eye. Why? Because the only differentiator is what? The belly. And we all know in pastel the belly becomes already diluted. Why? Because you're living on blue foundation. This is no longer green foundation, right? It's like the bluebird. So it's very difficult to judge that. So pastel, aqua we have seen. The pioneer for that is Manuel Pan from Spain also. And this is the guy. So if you have Facebook,
Most of
J.M. Serna. Jose Manuel Serna. Very nice gentleman. Anybody who has an opportunity to go to Spain, contact him. He's very welcoming, very humble, very, very knowledgeable. Very knowledgeable, yet very, very humble. Very nice person to meet. Okay, so now that I have clarified the difference between aqua and sea green. Now, remember the very first of the presentation when I was saying avoid misconception, right? You will get hit with many things. Somebody taking photo and he's saying this and he's saying that. Our job is to determine the truth. So now, recently, for example, you might see these pictures and somebody claims that this is an aqua. Okay. Do you believe that this is aqua cinnamon? Do you believe that this is aqua?
No.
Why?
Because the belly color is yellow.
Now you understand the difference, right? So this is what we need. Now when people like that will come and say this is aqua cinnamon, you ask him first, what was her father? What was her mother? How did she came? Then you see the picture of the father, you see the picture of the mother, you can understand. Because people can easily say that this is aqua cinnamon. To me, she's more sea green than aqua. She has no smell of aqua on her. Now, she might come from what he calls aqua, which again is sea green. But now you understand the difference, right? This is extremely important. Aqua is a descendant of or highly closely related to blue. This is why the bellies are very similar, and this is why both of them are acting on the autosomal location, not on the 6-linked location of the gene. Sea green and classic, both of them are having richer bellies, and both of them are on the 6-linked location of the gene. Good. So similarly, if they come back to you with other colors, and this is what I wanted to summarize, that remember, we are almost 32 people in this room, alhamdulillah. If each one of us talk to 5 people, we have educated 150 people. They talk to 5 people, 450 people or more will get educated, and so and so. So the idea here is what? You spread the right message. And also, and while doing that, you will be getting also good deeds, right? So this to summarize on the sea green and the aqua. Now, what we've covered so far is quite a long journey. Let me talk to you a little bit about other mutations, or actually other questions, if I may. So, head mutations in the blue series. Now we have all of these colors. Black, right? When I get a pastel in blue, eomelanin becomes reduced, so I get gray, looks like charcoal. And then I have here orange head, I have here red head. So same classic colors in different variations. Same inheritance applies to them. Red head, again, it's 6-linked dominant. Same thing in blue. Same thing, nothing to do with blue, but the blue plays a vital role in the lipochrome. That's why black stays black. Other colors in blue gets diluted in the head, only in the head, and of course the back.
Sir, how can judge single factor and double factor blue series?
One moment. I now start with the classic blue. Slowly I will go to the pastel in the blue. Just give me some of the time. Have you ever seen the 3 color breasts in blue together? So I had the ownership and I had the luxury of breeding these. This is from my own lines. So here you see the feather. Very bad. Bad. My bird. This is my bird. Why I say bad? Because he's not a show type bird. Good size, but feather too loose. So he's a working father for me, not a show bird. You understand? I criticize my own birds. because this is an educational session. I am being super humble right now. So what do? He needs a female that has tight feathers, but excellent mask. Drawing, fantastic, no zigzags. Also the color, superb. Now why is it showing dark? Because the feather is too long. Feather on feather on feather showing dark. Yes? Next, lilac breast. You see? Lilac, purple, white. Halfway. That's a good lilac. And then white. Of course, this was young, so still changing color, so white. Now you ask me about pastel, how to differentiate about pastel and blue. So now what we have, this is, what do you think, single or double? This is, okay, both of them are single. Tamam? The difference is the white breast. Okay? And this is, this is also what? Single and is a female. The female single factor looks like a male double factor. So a male double factor looks like this in the blue series. Single, double male will be very, very similar to this. Will look like white. So you see here, this is the double factor. There you go. So what we have here is 2, and here we have 2. So on this side, I do have the black head, and if it was, let's say, yellow head, it will diminish, right? It will go away. And if it was red head, it will be very, very light. But the idea of the entire body, it will look like white. So here is a silver looking color, which is the single factor. If it was double factor, it will be like this, white. Even the drawings, it will go. Very, very little will remain. Almost like albino. Almost like albino. You will have the aqua line on the neck, but very humble hint, not strong. Very light. So this is how you differentiate. Anything you see in color, you know it's a single factor. The moment you see it white, and he's a male, singing or whatever, and he has an aqua band, then you know it's a double factor. Now, cinnamon and blue, which is by far a lot beautiful. Cinnamon and blue, very nice, very attractive to see in front of you. So again, all the black becomes brown, similar to the classic. So then we talk about the Eno. Eno in basically the albino or Eno blue, Eno blue, again 6 length, but must have blue. Without blue, gone. So it becomes, it will give you pastel, or it will give you green Eno, for example. So it's a combination, all right? So here we have various types, if you can see. Now, I don't have any aqua line available. The missing aqua band tells me that this is a hen, it's a female. The missing aqua band is a female. The missing aqua band is a female. And in this posture, I also believe it's a female. It's just a picture, but she's just adjusting herself. She's not like singing. So if you see an albino, you will always notice there is a very thin, or like very light baby pink on the entire neck. So this is albino or Eno. Now we talk about the combination, right? So it's a crossover between 2 mutations that are living on the same location, 6 linked, between cinnamon as well as Eno. And in the blue. So for the zebra people, you see 3 here. This is the 3 mutations combined together. This is very tricky, very advanced level. You need to have generation, like you can start next year, inshallah. You can go 1 step before this, and then you will come here. So You see, again, these are all red-eyed, okay? So all of them are Eno. But you see here, you have a hint of the blue. And you can see the impact of the cinnamon on the wings, the back. This is supposed to be white. But because of the cinnamon, it interacted and made it brown. Similarly, you have it here. Of course, this is blackhead, this is orange head, similar thing. Everything is brown. But in reality, if you see this bird, you will like it. It's very nice. And on this side, you think this is male or female?
Female.
Why? No? Very good. So this is a female, this is a female, this is a female. Now you see here, this is what? No. Both are female, but this is what?
One is blue Eno, and second one is cinnamon blue Eno.
Full mark. Excellent. Blue Eno or albino, cinnamon Eno. Very good. You realize the difference now. Your eyes are getting trained, right? And then let's do a quick comparison between cinnamon Eno in the green and in the blue. So this is an easy way to start. Everything black becomes brown. Very straightforward. But you notice that stuff like lipochrome here got impacted because it's a blue back. Here it was not touched because it's green back. Similarly, the rest. Now, let's wrap up this session with some questions that I consider them being important. Now, mention one of the recent mutations that is not yet recognized. It is established, but not yet recognized in the COM, C-O-M. What mutation you've heard about? We talked about it last night even.
Yellow rump.
Yellow rump, very good. So the yellow rump. So you know Clyde, right? Clyde works with these. Not him, but in South Africa, he is also a judge for these.
Yes.
What happens here in the yellow rump? The mutation affects the blue structure of the feather. Only in two areas. See, the aqua was not affecting the head too much, right? So it was bright. In the yellow rump, what happens? The nape area, because of less blue, it becomes yellow. And then you see the rump. Parts of the wings, but that's not important. What matters the most is this portion. You see this? What happened to the lines, to the drawings? What happened to the blue? All gone. So this is the biggest sign, followed by this. Don't focus too much on the wings. That is secondary. In the blue, look at that. What happened here? Of course, this guy has his hand, but if he removes his hand, you will see a white patch here. So it always impacts that with this. Now, some people claim that this is yellow rump or edge. Some people call it edge. They call it pastel edge. I don't believe in that, to be very honest with you. Because even here, you have, instead of the aqua, you're getting purple. So this is what I mean by that these kind of mutations take time to be established. Because is it true that this is how it is? It's debatable. We try to encourage the breeder. We don't discourage the breeder. We encourage the breeder. Go, experiment, do. But before giving it a name, cool down. Give yourself 1 or 2 years. See the outcome. See the result. Because anything you spit out to the world, it just propagates in every kind of direction. And you don't want false idea to be there. Question number 2. Give me examples of some unrecognized mutations. Milanesque, pied, outsider, very good. So we are there. See these examples. Few months ago, somebody was saying, oh, I came up with something like this. Okay, looks nice. I'm not denying it. Congratulations for you. prove to me that this will be transmitted to his chicks. Okay? And what is this? Is this pastel aqua or sea green? I don't know. Doesn't look pied. No, not pied. This is not pied. It has very bad colors, but it's not pied. And then you have the impact of melandisc. Half cider, for example. Blue head. What on earth is a blue head? It's nothing but bad colors. Bad colors residing. And then you have, you know, like let's say blue breast. Some people 3 years ago were bragging, that, oh, I have a blue breast. And I'm like, wait, let's understand. It's not a good thing to do. So be careful, because not everybody breeds with passion, right? And then you have this kind of bird. You would come again and say this is cinnamon, but is it? Because this is gray. So what's happening here? Dark factor? I don't know. Another question. Why hens have, not has, have darker masks typically?
Short feathers.
Short feathers, thank you. In a nutshell, this is what it is. So long feather, short feather. And then, let me just see here. Oh, yeah. What is the classification of this bird? Give me the proper classification. Gender. What? I can't hear you. Okay. Okay. Everybody agrees that she's a female?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Alhamdulillah, she's a female. And the way to figure out, the way to know is the beak. And why is that? Because she's in condition. If she's not in condition, you're confused like anything. But credit to this breeder, because he achieved this quality. It's not normal for you to see a red hen that looks like this. This is superb show quality. When you talk about excellent, this is an example. Irrespective of how he achieved it, the point here is the mask is clean. And because the mask is clean, the back and everything else associated with it is clean, which tells me she has excellent balance in pheomelanin all over her body. All over her body, because even her breast is rich. And you see the aqua? That's how the female should be. You see some people bragging about their birds and the aqua is white. It's good. Breeding is one thing, show is another, right? And we are here today, we want to be there, step by step by step. Another question. Where does the pheomelanin reside? So you have female and male, and you have a classic. Where are the key places of pheomelanin in the body? Head, breast, belly, flanks. Head, breast, flanks, main places. What will happen if I completely remove pheomelanin from a bird? White breast. White breast, yes. No pheomelanin now. And you can see here, just by comparison, what's the belly color? What's the belly color? What's the head color? What's the head color? This is why this kind of bird always is attracting the eye more. Tomorrow, inshallah, you will have grand opening with people coming. If you have this mutation, you always notice the people are here. This bird, they like it, but when you compare it with this, people who don't know, strangers or laymen, they will come, wow. They get attracted by this because of the brightness. Yeah? Okay, so what we've learned today? Many things. All right? Good knowledge, good information. It's only the start. It's not the end. Okay? So from here we want to spring more and more. I'd like to thank you. Shukriya, aap log ke liye bahut bahut. Yes? Okay, thank you. One last thing before we summarize tonight.
Thanks for watching Workshop 2023, Pack Gouldians Club. Workshop 2023, Pack Gouldians Club.